We the Fans is the #1 sponsor in battle rap. My name is Frank White, and I probably contributed to some of your favorite battles. I mean, in the last 4 years, I donated $222,000 to battle rap for the culture. Check out We the Fans Global on Instagram for the full catalog of battles I sponsor. And follow We the Fans Global on YouTube to watch full battle breakdowns from a sponsor's perspective and a recommendation for what battles should be booked next. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and keep stepping into your greatness. We the Fans is for the culture.
We are here with StreetStatus one of the most respected, the foundation of battle rap in St. Louis. Big salute to Mr. Street Star O. How you feeling today, brother?
StreetStatus. Oh, Street Store Norbs.
What did I say? Street Star? I meant StreetStatus.
It's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
wildin'. StreetStatus. Oh, pardon self. How you feeling today,
man? I appreciate it, man. I fuck with We the Fans, man. I tune into your shit, and you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm honored to be on the platform, bro.
Thank you. I interviewed with Oops yesterday, and he said to tell you that there would be no St. Louis battle rap without you. So
I can dig that for sure. I can dig that.
Let's start there. Talk to the people. What were the early beginnings? Let me just start with this. We were up north. Our only impression of battle rap or of rap from St. Louis was essentially Nelly and the St. Lunatics. But when we heard Verb, Hitman Holla, Young Ill, Oops, B Magic, we were all blown away. Everybody was like, whoa, what's going on here? And those brothers shifted. Verb with the third round real talks, B Magic with how people punch, Oops with the real talk, Hitman Holla showing people the levels the superstardom you can attain as a young black man. St. Louis changed the game. St. Louis changed the game for battle rap. But talk to me about StreetStatus. How did you get started?
It's funny that you say that about y'all only knowing Chingy and Nelly and shit. But first off, shout out to Jib, shout out to Huey, shout out to Jaquan, those Ebony Eyes. You know, those are a few major label artists that were also from the crib, but it was always, around the same time. Basically, they kind of spawned some shit at the crib to where everybody wanted a record deal. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody wasn't capable of getting signed. But motherfuckers been really, really spitting on the streets of St. Louis. And I mean like bars, like, you know what I'm saying? My thing was I did DVDs before battle rap even really took off in St. Louis. So I was trying to get my partner, Kenny Knox, I was managing him at the time, a local artist here. I was trying to get him deals. So we flew out to New York, drove out to New York a few times. Every time I used to hit Canal Street, come back with all the DVDs and shit, show them to all my partners, all my crew. And then I look on the back of the DVD and I get the wholesale number. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was selling like wholesale digital copies. So I would buy wholesale smacks. I would buy wholesale come ups, wholesale cocaine cities, man, just all the DVDs. And people really think that Smack was the only person that had battles on his DVDs. He probably the first person that really like started that. But a lot of niggas had battles on their DVDs. And shit, this is like 04, 05. You know, the battle rap shit didn't really kick off in St. Louis till like 4 or 5 years after that. So I was kind of on the brinks of the battle rap shit from the jump, like motherfucking T-Rex, Nemesis, Mook, Young Miles, X Factor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been on all that shit. And like I even say before, I don't know if anybody knew, but it was two dudes that went against each other in the battle, and whoever won got to get a female. And then the DVD went from a battle rap DVD to a porno at the same time. Some of the wildest shit.
I did not know about that. That's crazy.
This is a fact, bro. Like the niggas battled for the girl. It was a Spanish broad. They battled for, and the winner got the hitter. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I went to the DVD.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought that shit back to the city, man, and so this before the battle rap shit. I was already doing DVD showcasing in the city. That's how I even met Verb. You know what I'm saying? Just showcasing artists on my DVDs and shit like that. This is MySpace days, shit like that. I had already went viral on YouTube, and this one Black Planet and allny.net, allhiphop.com.
Oh, allhiphop.com and all that, yeah.
I went viral for some shit that was called Fuck Nelly Day. Some dudes was ripping up this CDs and shit. This shit's still on my channel. I think that's like 06. So I'm gonna go all the way back to 20 years ago and kind of check out you know, the work that I was putting in, shit documented, man. So that's how it really started. But the battle rap shit started when I met Verb. Okay. He had already battled. Matter of fact, I put him on my DVD to talk shit because he battled a kid named Spotlight. But at this time, niggas didn't know where to put the battle. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas, YouTube is early at this time, so niggas didn't know where to put the battle. And I came along and I started giving niggas game and shit. I'm like, shit, YouTube, this digital shit is the new, you know what I mean? It's the new way to go. And even though he didn't put that battle on or he talked shit on my DVD, it kicked up a lot of shit in the local area and shit. Niggas was like, fuck A-Verb and shit. Niggas was riding with him too, but a lot of niggas didn't like how, like, he the same nigga, kind of like real braggadocio and shit. Niggas from good and shit didn't really like that. And
so Verb been like that. Verb been.
And from that moment on, it has sparked so much. Because I probably had put about 2,000 DVDs in the streets. It sparked so much controversy that he like, nah, I gotta fuck with this dude. But I want to give props, bro, because I'm like on your shit. I don't want to leave no nigga off. That nigga G Soldier was recording the battles and shit on like VHS and shit before this even started. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be a real nigga and give him his flowers every time I get on the platform, let niggas know that G Soldier, he still got a lot of footage. He still got a lot of footage when niggas was like teens and shit like that. So shout out to G Soldier, real talk.
Shout out to G Soldier. So you do this DVD. Verb is he was just doing like a freestyle kind of thing at that time, or he battled Spotlight and
both. So he talked this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm real snappy with the questions, and you know he real fly at the mouth and shit. So like it was just like a perfect little connection. You know what I mean? Like, and at the end of it, he went right into a verse, and the verse, it was an acapella verse. It was crazy, and like I said, it just had spawned a lot of shit in the area and shit. So yeah.
So Verb always been kind of an outspoken, contrarian type of dude. Like he always been like that on that type of time.
No, he always been fly at the mouth for sure. Like he always talked this shit. That ain't nothing new. Nothing.
Okay. So talk to me. What happens from there after the Spotlight battle?
So the Spotlight battle, like I said, I put him on the DVD. Him and Spotlight was on that DVD. I filmed a video for Spotlight and Verb talked this shit. But after that, like I said, that was probably 05, 06. You know, like I said, it gave a little time for the shit to build up, and that nigga Verb reached back out and he was like, "Hey man, I want you to film these battles and shit for me. I'm finna throw an event." And that was World War. And what I agreed was, hey, if I agreed to, you know, doing the battle, filming the battles or whatnot, because I've been a cameraman and shit forever. You know what I mean? Always had. I think my first camera was like a Canon GL2. Like you got to be an old school nigga to even know about that. Like big ass stupid camera, mini DV, and we connected, and the first event was fucking bananas. But the third party to that event was Street Report Marcos. Like I said, I ain't gonna get on her. I ain't gonna do no faking. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna spit all facts. Street Report Marcos was he was the third part of that. He had the connection with the venue. Verb had the connections with the artist, and I had the platform and the production. That's what
okay. And so it just worked together.
It was G Soldier versus Young Ill. That shit was crazy though. There was so many people in the building.
Crazy. Okay, G Soldier versus Young Ill was the official first battle from StreetStatus. Okay. All right. What was the reception to that battle? Did you know that St. Louis was going to be a hub for battle rap, or you could just tell from the first event they're like, oh, they're gonna love this?
Oh no. Well, that's a great question. Shit. I can't say that I felt like they were gonna love it. I know locally, Oh, it was up. You know what I'm saying? Locally, it was up. But the part that I was missing, because I never went through anything like that, is the actual digital part of it. When we putting this shit on this YouTube, now the whole world can see this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's really what made the difference in. And we were starting with like, I think we started out the gate probably like 100 views, 200 views, you know what I'm saying? But from event to event, you start seeing that shit climb, and then niggas was happy with like 1,000 views was like 1 million. You know,
that was like that was groundbreaking at that point.
Listen, that shit was like 1 million, bro. Because like I said, the platforms that we're using at this time is YouTube, MySpace, and the streets. You know what I'm saying? Those are the three. You know what I mean? Word of mouth, YouTube, and MySpace. Not MySpace. You have to go to everybody page and put it on everybody page. You know what I'm saying? It was real, very tedious. Tedious process and shit. But yeah, so yeah, the shit took right off though. Like it never declined. It never declined, bro. It always inclined. It always went up.
Okay. And so when after the Young Ill and G Soldier, when does Hitman Holla come into play?
Hitman, listen, Hitman, only reason Hitman probably wasn't on that first card was because he was at school.
Okay.
Hitman would have been on that first card because like I said, Hitman kind of, them niggas is like teen prodigies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really just see them for like battle rap and shit and what they do. But like in the city, Young Ill was a nigga that was gonna be on the radio and shit. They used to have to sneak Young Ill in 21 and up bars and shit, 18 and up lounges and shit because he wasn't of age for him to rap. And this is long before the battle shit. Hitman always been great at sports, as we can still see. You feel what I'm saying? And them niggas always was rapping. I think Hitman was signed to one of these production company niggas out here that made it big, and even with Dirty ENT as well. So them niggas always kind of been somebody. You know what I mean? Them niggas ain't. This shit is not new.
Yeah, it didn't start with this.
No, it didn't. No, these niggas, them niggas has always been in the mix when it comes to music and spitting bars in St. Louis, Missouri. Bottom line.
Did you have relationships with any of them outside of this before they started coming to Street Status?
I only heard of them because, mind you, at this time I'm probably early 30s. So shit, I'm 10, 12 years older than them niggas probably. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So we in two different eras. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really know them like that. My first introduction, I know niggas daddies and shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I know niggas daddies and uncles and shit. Once a nigga be like, damn, that's old fucking with that in there. They be like, damn, I'm like, man, it's your son, it's your nephew, you know, shit like that. Like, I didn't really know of them, like, personally. I definitely knew of their work. Like I said, they used to be on the radio and shit like that. Yeah.
And was Verb versus SB was the first time you had brought them, had brought Verb onto the platform, or was Verb's first battle on the platform?
No. So, like I said, it's me, Verb, and Marcos. It ain't just after a while. So I just really started off as production, and it was my channel that was, like I said, I already had subs, already had traction. I had went viral in 06. So I had you know what I mean? I had a perfect platform. But after a while, I started putting matchups and shit together. You know what I'm saying? Me and Verb would be talking and shit all the time. He'd be like, man, what you think about this matchup? I'm like, nah, fuck that matchup. Go with this. So me and him used to be bouncing ideas off each other all the time. Verb was just the host, though. He was only the host. He was only the host of Word War. He used to do ciphers and spit bars and shit. I got plenty of ciphers on mini DV and shit, still the tapes.
That's crazy.
He didn't battle until Loaded Lux reached out to Hitman in Mineral Area Junior College. Hitman it was basketball season, so Hitman couldn't do it. And he literally passed the baton to Verb and say, hey, holla at my nigga Verb. He gonna make sure that the shit work for y'all. And that's how. So now Loaded Lux like, hey Verb, I need some footage, bro. I need to see how you can spit. And he set this nigga Young Mace up. I remember like it was like yesterday. And another thing, I gotta give this nigga Verb props. I'm gonna always keep it real on her though. 100. He is the nigga that created the one rounder, bro. Verb created the one round battle, bro. I can go back to the document. Anybody want to contest it or do anything, or I can go back to the very battle. He had a one round tournament, and niggas didn't know who they were gonna battle, and that's how he got his footage. He got in line with a nigga named Young Mace that he knew he could fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, and when Verb spit them balls, that nigga Young Mace couldn't do nothing with him. And that's what Loaded Luck saw. And that nigga say, no, get your ass up here. Verb, Ill, Remy D. You know what I mean? And that's what it was.
Wait. So you're telling me Lux originally called for Hitman. Hitman was in school, couldn't do it, and put Verb on and said, yo, Verb, go. That's crazy.
That's a fact.
All of us in our minds, or at least I think most of us think that it was Verb that got that call first.
When they argue, you always heard. You got to pay a little more attention because, you know, when they go on their rants and they get to arguing, Hitman always said, like, nigga, Lux reached out to me first. Nigga, I couldn't do it, so I passed the baton. Because when you think about it, why wouldn't Hitman be involved in that? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't he be involved in the first one?
Damn, that's crazy. But up until that point that Lux called, Verb hadn't battled on the platform. He'd only been rapping.
He never battled. On, he battled Young Mace. You can all go look it back up. You know what? I might, because it's a program now, because that shit used to be in, like, it was early on, so it was on mini DV. So that shit wasn't even, that shit was like 720. It was like some weak ass resolution. But they got some shit now to where you can upscale the resolution. Yeah, so I might redrop it just to let you know. You know what I mean? Get it fresh, because it be in the corner and shit. When it on your computer or your phone, it be some real blurry shit. But he battled Young Mace. That was his first time.
Now I'm getting the history. So really, these brothers it's real history. It's like we're talking about decades of history between these brothers. I love to hear that. Okay, so Verb goes up top and he battles, and you know what I'm saying, obviously blows the world away, starts the Midwest movement. But what does he do? When does he come back to StreetStatus and start battling on StreetStatus?
Oh, hey, for one, let's just give you a quick run through. We go up there. For one, Loaded Lux had his uncle and shit driving us around and shit.
Oh, you was with Verb when you went up top?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I was.
Hey, walk us through.
I got you, bro. I got you. We went up there and shit. The deal was, if I'm not mistaken, niggas was not getting no bag. The only thing niggas was getting was a hotel room and a flight. Which, when you think about it, shit, that's probably about $500 for each. You know what I mean? Round about $500, $400 or $500. So just putting you in the mind frame of what niggas is getting paid at this time. You know what I'm saying? And we came, Loaded Lux uncle was driving us around and shit. It was like a 2004, 2005 Cadillac Escalade and shit. We went to the first venue. On the way to the first venue, the uncle was like, man, listen, they didn't close the venue down, bro. It was too packed. They closed the venue down. They moving to a new venue. We go to the next venue. I think that they didn't even get a chance to get the next venue. Nigga, they had to get a whole nother venue. So that's 3 venues in one night, bro. The third venue is when we went, man. When we got out the car, bro, this is some real shit. Niggas was looking at us like we was aliens, bro. And them niggas was like, they was looking at us like we were aliens. And at the same time, they was looking at us like, I can't fucking believe. They was saying this out their mouth. These St. Louis niggas really pulled up. I don't know what niggas thought, but what we was trying to earn, what we had in our heart, a nigga couldn't even fathom. You feel what I'm saying? Because like you started the interview off, all we know about is Nelly, Chingy. Ooh. We don't know about no niggas really spitting like that. So we was trying to tell niggas that we really spit like that. That was our whole thing. Like I said, Loaded Lux, respected Loaded Lux. He was the first battle rap janky promoter. He didn't have goods in them paper. He didn't have goods, ars, head ice, paper. So the battles then went down, but one battle went down, bro. And I gotta give shout out to Tay Rock every time, bro. Just to see where this nigga started and to see where this nigga is today. That nigga opened up that show, bro. It was Tay Rock versus 4/5 Focus, bro.
Damn.
That was the only battle that went down that night. Damn. And like I said, to see Tay Rock then and to see where he at now, you know what I'm saying? Shit, it's good to say he done passed damn near everybody up on that list. You know what I mean? Or him and Hitman type shit, you know what I mean? Is a cool little matchup that already went down though, right? Hitman and Tay Rock already went down.
Yeah.
A part 2 could be looking good for them. You know what I'm saying? But all I want to say, that nigga really put in some work. And that's where SB come in. The battle don't go down. The nigga Verb, everybody ready to go. The nigga Mook was trying to get niggas to battle. I was right in the midst. I had my camera. I didn't want to go nowhere. I was telling all them niggas, listen, we not going back to St. Louis, bro, without getting something going on. That nigga Verb,
at least one battle.
Yes, he had walked all the way up the block to Lux's uncle, ready to get in the car. I'm steady calling this nigga like, man, no, Verb, don't get in the car. And this is all facts. We the fans talking to y'all, all facts. Remy D started that battle off versus SB. Remy got cold. Mind you, it's like 10 degrees outside. This is no bullshit. It's like 10 degrees outside.
That's crazy.
He started that battle off. He got cold. So it was like Remy D, SB. SB, you know, Verb. Then Verb came in like, Verb had another one of them moments like, oh, this nigga can't fuck with me. Jump right in the battle, bro. Jump right.
Wait, so Verb heard SB rap a little bit and was like, he can't fuck with me. So I'm about to
the same shit he did with Mace, man. This nigga
it's crazy.
This nigga calculated.
Hey, I
he did with Mace.
I peeped it.
That like, mind you, bro, listen who out here, bro. SB is the only one who's set tripping that really want to battle. You feel what I'm saying? You got goods out here. He's talking about he got to get pussy. You got Head Ice out here. You got T-Rex out here. You got Murder Mook. Like, it's some legends out in this motherfucker.
But they all
playing. The only nigga that was stepping up to the plate that wanted to battle. And once Verb heard that nigga, like, oh. But mind you, I felt like SB was spitting some shit. Niggas try to give him some. Niggas try to say like he was weak. He was spitting some shit to me. You know what I'm saying? And it was relatable. But Verb inserted itself into the matchup. Shit, the rest is history. And I was filming that shit. It was me. It was like 4 platforms out there. Me, Undeniable TV, so StreetStatus, Undeniable TV, and a couple other ones. By that time, World Star was popping like a motherfucker, man. Before we even got to the crib, this shit was viral. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, y'all didn't even get to have the exclude. Like, damn.
No, so this is what happened. Like, it's so crazy because that battle probably on my channel probably got like 500,000 worth of views. But like World Star got it from like Undeniable TV and shit like that. So man, when we got off the plane, man, the shit was already viral. I still uploaded that bitch and still caught a clip because you got to understand, like a lot of the crib is fans, subscribers of my channel. So, but that motherfucker still went viral. And Verb at that very moment, that nigga he got large. He was like. He was already having issues with like the battle rappers and shit. He had a couple fights with niggas and shit. Niggas, really? You know what I'm saying, didn't want their career in his hands as far as battling and shit. Thought he was on some bullshit. So he was kind of like sick of them niggas. And that nigga was like, man, I don't even want to do this shit no more. And that's how StreetStatus grew his own legs and went on his own, because I got the Hollow versus Verb and the Hitman versus Rich Dollars, because I funded that battle. You know all about that. You $200,000 in the red. But you know all about funding battles. But
so you Verb is like, I don't want to deal with none of this no more. So you're like, you know what? It's on me. You put it on your back and you just put those 2 battles out your pocket.
For sure.
That's crazy. What made you decide to do that?
No, actually, I was the only one that could fund it.
But you had to have the vision to know that, you know what, I'm just gonna do that. Like you must have seen what people could be. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you this. I've been seeing what niggas can be because you got, like I told you before, I'm all about making stars in my city. I'm all about giving niggas an outlet to something besides bullshit.
Right.
Besides robbing, stealing, selling drugs and all that. I'm in St. Louis really don't have culture like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they on all bullshit at all times. So for me being a nigga that's been on bullshit plenty of times, I wanted to kind of like give niggas another outlet to something different. So when he said he didn't want to do it no more, ain't no way this can stop. You know what I mean? But the whole matchups and shit, that was some shit that he finagled on his own. I just had the bread to fund it. And that was the first StreetStatus DVD battle, bro.
Crazy.
Totally StreetStatus battle. Yep.
Talk to me about those battles. You, Mr. Sponsor, man, how did you feel when the battles happened? And did you know you was making history?
That moment when that battle went down, that got me locked in this shit. Probably for the next 5 years because it was actually a profit then. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you made money. You made some money.
No, listen. For one, we had Murphy Lee at that motherfucker, all the major artists. Like this building, you gotta understand African Palace. This motherfucker, like, if 150 people in there, it's gonna be, you can't even move. They damn near wanted to shut us down, like the fire marshal and shit.
Damn.
So it's probably like 150, 200 motherfuckers in there, $20 a head at this time. I only paid for because it was a look for Hitman. It was a look for, because mind you, Hitman didn't have his look yet.
Okay. Hitman
didn't have his look, so it was a look for Verb. It was a look for Hitman. I probably put a couple of dollars in their pockets for sure. But Hollow and Rich, I just gave, travel, hotel room. So at the end of the day, it was nothing crazy out my pocket. $20 was the max. So shit, what's that, 4,000? So you know what I'm saying? At that moment, I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? I could buy me another camera. I was automatically thinking like into the future and shit of what this battle rap shit can be. So that had me locked in. And then the next one was the Midwest Massacre, which was, man, I made so much money with that. I'm not like, what the fuck? This shit. They say this sweet over here. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, so you hit the jackpot with the second one. So it's the second one that you really hit the jackpot with.
Oh man, listen, man. Listen, like what niggas, I would love to hear a nigga try to like downplay my role in the culture and shit. And not even just locally, because nigga really can't speak on nothing locally. But like in the culture in general. Because the Midwest Massacre was set up. And shout out to Midwest Miles, man. That nigga told me, man, and he always bring it up like once a year. He'll do a tweet. He don't really even be on social media like that. And he was like, man, you know what? Oh, man, you the realest nigga, man, because you the first nigga that ever paid me.
Damn, that's real. That's real.
You know what I mean? So it was a lot of niggas that I paid on the card. A lot of niggas didn't get nothing. URL was getting the footage. I was getting the door.
How did you set that up?
Just talking with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give a fuck. They could have that footage. I really wanted the money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait. Go back. Go ahead. How did you even get in touch with URL to even put that together?
For one, the Lions Den shit, Verb and them is talking to, hold up, my bad. They talking to Norbs, bro.
Okay.
They are talking to Norbs.
Okay.
Beasley and Smack them probably don't even give a fuck about these St. Louis niggas. Norbs, he saw it. You know what I'm saying? He saw it, bro. Like, man, niggas got to give that dude his props, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that old extra shit and saying niggas was booking fake PGs and all that shit. All that shit is cool. But
Norbs did have a great grasp of talent. Like, he always had that.
Ain't none of this shit right now without that nigga Norbs, because he was the one who was having a relationship. So he like, man, these St. Louis niggas, they nice. You got to understand, Norbs is all around. Norbs is URL, Grind Time, Lions Den. He fucking with all of these niggas. He got niggas that he fuck with on all of these platforms. So he was really doing all the setting up. But when it was time to make the conference call, I talked to Beasley. And when I talked to Beasley, they said that they needed some lights, like some industry standard lights or whatnot. So I hooked them up with this place called Bad Dog Productions. And, you know, I rented the lights and shit for them. They said exactly which ones they needed. We had Billy buffets. The motherfucking the event was going great. Mind you, at this time, it's probably about 500 motherfuckers. 500. This is huge. This battle is huge. This is the biggest thing in the city than ever saw when it comes to battle rap at this time. Okay. And we had some nice fucking nights, but this night it was huge because they knew URL was coming. And midway through the shit, it was a fight. Remy crew versus Hitman crew. Fuck the whole card up, right? Yeah. Fuck the entire card up. Damn. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was just on the stage. I'm seeing niggas throwing chairs. I'm just looking at these niggas like, man, these niggas embarrassing as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, they in this motherfucker. Listen, you know, in St. Louis too, when that shit, the squabble come down, like it's like a Shorty Brown fight. All you see is a pile of fucking ball of dust. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. This is a nice establishment, bro. They just turn this motherfucker up. Okay. And nigga Beasley came up to me and he was like, yeah, man, we're gonna leave, man, and we're gonna go. I looked at nigga in his eyes and I said, look, we getting these other battles off, bro. You have to believe him. He like, man, you sure, man? I called my cousin, man, Michi, God bless the dead. He had a bar downtown called Mishan's. It was a Sunday night. He not even open on Sundays. Damn. I told that nigga, I say, hey, I got this huge event, man. It's probably about 300 motherfuckers that's gonna come down here to this event. He opened this door. He sold out the liquor, all of that shit, and that's where you see Hitman them upstairs. That's a upstairs Hitman versus Big T, Averb versus Miles, Conceited versus Jesse James. That's all me going the extra mile to make sure that you gotta understand. I ain't getting no money now. The money gone. I done already got my bag. I could have just said fuck this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Word. But nigga, I knew, like I said before, I knew what to do for the city, and I said I knew what to do for Verb. I knew what to do for Hitman, and I said no. I made that extra call. My cousin, he opened his doors. You know what I'm saying? He no longer with us, but I always want to keep his name alive when I'm talking about this shit, because without this man, shit, you might not even say URL would have got the start that they got. You know what I mean? So I just be looking for niggas to, you know, kind of like downplay what a nigga did sometimes, but they can never do that because I'm gonna keep my shit alive. You know what I mean? So and that's where real. Yeah, that's where that shit came from, bro. So
talk to me about ranking. Now I'm talking about early stages, not where they rank now, but who was top dog at
Young
that point?
Ill, man. Young Ill.
Okay, man. Let's get to that. Who was number one at that time? Man. Okay.
Young Ill was that nigga, man. That's it.
So Ill was number one. Okay. Who was number two?
Hitman right behind Ill.
Bird
is not even in it because, like I said before, he never even had a battle.
He was just rapping at that time.
He was not even in it. He didn't have a battle on the tube.
Okay. Now, had you heard of Oops or KD or any of these guys at this point?
No, KD them niggas is like, they ain't even around at this time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, so it's probably like middle school or just coming to high school or some shit, maybe.
Okay. So it's next generation.
Yeah, them niggas young at this time. But Oops, he another nigga. When that nigga say that Oops in the building shit, he been saying that shit. That shit, this was long before battle rap. He been bringing 30, 40 niggas to events and all of that shit. So Oops was a rapper, bro. I told Oops, like I told a million other niggas, you feel like your rap career ain't where it need to be? Let me show you a way that you can get fans out the wazoo in one wop. Damn. This when niggas was really fans then, you know what I'm saying? And a nigga did one battle, and you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. It happened just like I told him.
So Oops started with you then? Before he got
Oops started with me. He battled a kid named Tenacious the Terrorist from U City. He washed him. Mind you, Tenacious the Terrorist was an artist as well, but this nigga really got bars. But it was like battle rap is different, you know what I mean? So Ooze watched them. And at that moment, it was on. Ooze was getting paid bookings. Milwaukee wanted them. Chicago wanted them. I'm talking about after one battle. So yeah.
And they was all were they mobbing as a crew, or there was division? Because I know the thing with St. Louis, all due respect, is very divided, right?
Hell yeah, still divided. We listen on the outside, we love each other. On the inside, we hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Ain't shit stopped. It still is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I had put out a little video maybe like a month ago, just showing vintage, old school footage and shit. And that's when we was moving as a unit when it came to battle rap, because it's like we still had something to prove. You know what I'm saying? But once niggas felt like they got to wherever they got to, they didn't have that unity and shit. And that's even in the Midwest as well, too. Like, niggas start battling each other and all type of shit. That Midwest massacre or Midwest, what was it, movement shit, that shit broke. You know what I mean? So, but
talk to me about Verb and Hitman battling. How did you feel when that got locked in?
I told them niggas they gotta be crazy, nigga.
Did you try to stop it at first?
I mean, I just, it was more like I couldn't stop it, because you gotta understand this, bro. Smacknin was paying niggas. You know what I'm saying? They was paying niggas more than it's really crumbs now. But when you think about it at the time, it was like this when Mook was asking for the 20,000 and all that shit. And we thought that shit was like $1 million when
which it was back then.
Booked. Yeah, when it comes to getting booked for a battle, we like so at the end of the day, Smack is paying these niggas few thousand or whatever. That shit is fucking probably remarkable at this time. So what I was saying didn't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like, I always expressed how I felt when that nigga, when them niggas was like, man, we gonna battle. I was like, you niggas gotta be crazy.
Damn.
There's no way I'm letting them New York niggas
divide and conquer like that.
It's no way, nigga. Y'all crazy. Like, damn, but shit, them niggas still did it. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think wanted to battle the least, like, between the two?
Oh no, both of them niggas super competitive. So you gotta understand. Look, I'm gonna give you the breakdown, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the breakdown.
Okay.
Verb SB. Arsenal Hitman. You know what I'm saying? So the now them niggas like, hold up, who? But
who's
like
number one?
Hitman, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Hitman. So you got Verb SB. My bad. Verb SB. Cortez Hitman. Mav Verb. Arsenal Hitman. Then that nigga just started. You know what I'm saying? So them niggas was kind of like just colliding, like who gonna be the nigga from the crib? You know what I'm saying? But they
that was the thing. That was the thing. They really wanted to see who was number one at the crib.
No, for sure.
Okay. Healthy competition. Yeah.
Okay. But I told them I still won't let them New York niggas put y'all against each other. Fuck that shit, man. I don't know what they paying y'all.
So then they finally agreed to do it, and you was in the building for that battle.
Hell yeah.
Talk to me about your experience. Talk to me about your experience. And what'd you walk out of there thinking after the battle? But walk me through it though.
Man, I mean, that was the best battle on the court, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't shit. I can't even remember the other battles. I think it was like niggas was trying to set up like PGs and shit like before the battle and shit. Just it wasn't really structured and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the battles that happened before that, they not even on the URL channel, or them niggas never dropped it because them wasn't niggas that they was pushing and shit. If I'm not mistaken, just GE versus Calico might have been on that same card and shit like that. But them was niggas that they wasn't really pushing, so they didn't drop the footage. But around that same time, I think like before that, in the same building, my bad, it was Battle America. So that's where you got Young Ill versus Rex. You got Hitman versus Goods. You know what I'm saying? No, you got that shit. K-Shine versus Big Wheel. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Battle America, because I'm dropping facts again. they was the first niggas to care about production. You still can go back right now and that motherfucker sound and look better than shit still in 2026, bro.
Damn.
So shout out to Seneca. The nigga's a producer, he's an engineer. So he already knew that.
Sound is everything. Yeah.
Sonically, it had to be some shit, but that was the same space that battle happened in. It's called the Ambassador Club Climax. And it was a cool battle, like I said. Verb definitely he hit with the, you know what I mean, the one line of shit of all time. The setup was incredible, you know what I mean?
But they was 1-1 going into the third, though. It was.
I mean, it's still. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, that's probably the first time I seen. You probably could have said Hitman was winning. You know what I mean? But it was kind of like first time I really saw like a knockout punch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so you felt like Hitman was up 2-0 before the third?
Yeah, when I be going back and just looking at it and shit, man, I don't really think it was 1-1. I think Hitman still was doing this shit. I think Verb was actually doing this shit. I still think he was kind of like trailing, but I think that just like I said, the first time I ever seen the knockout punch in battle rap, like that shit was. I don't know if I even still saw something is you know,
where like that one round just changed the whole perception of the battle.
Yeah, because it was close. You know what I'm saying? Like you can never. It was just a close battle, so just that punch just made it.
But here's what I never understood about that battle. Hitman's like you can look at Hitman and see that he's a stand-up dude. You know what I'm saying? You can look and see the energy and see that he's a real one. In battle rap, people can create perceptions in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But you just told me that before he even got that shot, he was fighting with Remedy people. You know what I'm saying? You got to be stand up. You got to stand 10 toes to even be doing stuff like that. So it's like for Verb to go up there and paint that picture and it hit like that, you think it's just because he got the response, or do you think that it was a fake image people had of Hitman because he went to school?
No, it was the response. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to understand, they family is real close knit, and for his dad to respond like that, it's like motherfucking Devin Haney and his old dude or some shit that. You know what I mean? So for him to get him to respond, and like I'm not getting on her saying that this nigga Hitman is like just terrorizing the streets and shit. I'm not gonna even.
But he was a solid.
He's an athlete, but one thing about him, he ain't scared to throw his hands. He known for throwing his motherfucking hands around.
He's standing on respect. My impression
he's gonna do that. He's gonna do that.
He's standing tall on that. You can't do nothing but respect that as a man.
He's gonna do that. He's gonna do that. Sure.
Okay, so this happens. Did this battle then not? It's crazy to me that you felt like Hitman was up 2-0. That's crazy. I never heard that before. I rock with that though. So do you feel like after that battle, it was established in the city, Verb is number one?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna say, I mean, dude, it's probably nobody to say that's probably like 90-10. Like 90% of the people probably say Verb won that battle, and then you have a few, you know what I'm saying, people on the outskirts that'll be like, nah, man, Hitman won. You know what I'm saying? Just because they like Hitman better. But for sure, that's when battle rap really meant something. So of course, by him winning that, that means that he's the number one nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna be? You can't lose that, and then the general consensus is gonna think that you the number one battle rapper. So it was definitely in stone that Verb was the number one battle rapper, but it did not stop any of Hitman motion. I must say that.
If anything, it's skyrocketed him to the yup.
He just continued
up from there.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
But let me ask you this: looking back now, do you feel like a sequel is needed or not needed?
Hell no.
You don't want to see a sequel?
No.
Why? Tell me why.
Man, and I swear to God, just for we the fans, I try not to get into they shit because it be so fucking messy and just respect to both of them young men, but it be embarrassing and shit for the city just to even see niggas going back and forth. I ain't even really seeing niggas going back and forth, but when niggas start hitting below the belt,
Yeah, and
I let you in my house type shit, or you let me in your house, you know my mom, you know. When niggas start doing like shit like that, I don't like that the least bit, because on some real solid in person on the street shit, that's not gonna fly. We all grown men. That shit's not gonna fly. You can tell that niggas don't see each other. Respect to both of them, but now one of them live her. Because if they did, that wouldn't be going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
it would have escalated to something else,
bro. We only got like 110,000 people in the St. Louis city. Now you got counties and shit, but we got 190,000 people in St. Louis city. That's approximately how many people it is. You're going to run into somebody. So niggas are saying all that outlandish shit, and
it's gonna go one way.
Yeah, it's gonna go. So, but by them not seeing each other, they haven't had a chance to really kill the shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you keep having these internet wars and all of that shit like that. But I just don't like seeing that shit. I think that it just doesn't look good. And mind you, they just need to leave each other alone, because a lot of the shit they said they can't even come back from. You know what I mean? So who the fuck want to see another battle from these niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is not. That's some real shit. That ain't no WWE shit.
It's beyond battle rap at that point.
Yeah, hell yeah. So who want to see some shit like that? Like,
I'll tell you this though. As a fan of both of them, I hate seeing the outside the battle stuff, but they're men. I can't speak on anything two men, you know what I'm saying? But I could say, as far as battle rap goes, my love and appreciation for both of those men is through the roof. And when I suggest them battling again, it's because deep down inside, I feel like Hitman will win the rematch. I feel like deep down, Hitman will win the rematch. And they're both such different MCs now. They both have so much history. They both showed St. Louis how far people can go with their talents. I'm talking Verb taking on all the gladiators in battle rap. I'm talking Hitman being on TV, national TV. Hitman headlining every card you could think of, starting his own league, turning around and creating opportunities for everybody. There's like a sense of completion to that you can get with another battle. They both have so much more that they can say to each other from their individual achievements. And I'm just talking battle rap. But I respect what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? We're going to leave that alone. On to the next thing. I want to understand, Young Ill was number 1. Hitman was number 2 at the time. And then Verb jumped in the ring eventually and started doing his thing.
Remy D was number 3, Juzilla number 4, G Soldier number 5. You know what I mean? Like, them niggas that was battling back to back, and you know what I'm saying, they was really in the mix. So I really want to give Remy D his props as far as like what he was doing in the city.
Okay, talk about
Remy. Remy done been on Fight Club, man. Remy, I think he been on Fight Club twice. My bad. He been on Fight Club twice. That nigga Juzilla, he was doing it like from a comedic standpoint. He was kind of like a Solo and shit. You know what I mean? In the city. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't super duper boy heavy, but Verb stayed away from him. Hitman stayed away from him. Him and Remy battled, but then they fought afterwards and shit. Like, this is what used to be going on and shit. Yeah, like they cruise and shit, fought and all type of shit. But like, niggas used to stay away from Juice because he was gonna hit below the belt. He was like Arsenal and shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna stay
super disrespectful.
Yeah, real disrespectful. So I just wanted to give them niggas lights. You know what I'm saying? We said Ill was first, Hitman was second, but I want to give them niggas lights for sure.
When I talked to Oops, he mentioned when he did his top 5, you know what I'm saying? He mentioned that Remy D, he had Remy D over Young Ill, and I'm assuming it's because of the stories you're telling me now, everything that he was doing at that time. He also mentioned something about Remy D getting cheated at Fight Club.
Hey man, I don't know if you know Gene, man. He used to run with Lil Kim, them, but he was a judge. I think this is what he's talking about. I think Remy D battled someone and Young Ill battled someone.
Right.
This is his second Fight Club. And Gene, he was like an A&R for Atlantic or some shit like that. He ended up just going with whoever. I think Remy D battled Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken, and Young Ill battled Hollow. I think it was something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was for some money, but both of them lost. You know what I'm saying? Hollow got the bread, Ars got the bread, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So
Damn. So
that's
you
what
felt like Remedy definitely got cheated.
I had to go back and watch that shit, bro. I didn't forget.
It's been so long.
I
Okay.
didn't forget, real.
Talk to me about Daylight versus Young Ill. Almost 500,000 views. What
Shout out to fucking Daylight, man. Shout out to Daylight, man.
Talk to me.
Man, shout out to Daylight, man. That's all I can say, man. That nigga, shout out to the price that he gave me. Shout out to him coming to this motherfucker and putting on. Shout out to that nigga being on my back about book him, man. Please, I want to come out to St. Louis. I want to grace your stage, bro. Shout out to Daylight. And then shout out to Ill on the other end, because there definitely was a collaboration with both of them dudes to take that battle where it went. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's another battle on my channel that motherfucker don't lose steam. It's always in the top 5 view every 28 days. You hear me, bro? So Daylight, bro, I got nothing but respect for that young man, dog. I got nothing but respect. That was a great fucking battle from him. And the funny when the nigga said the Hitman shit on 4-wheel skating and shit, that shit was hilarious. You know, Hitman know how to skate and shit, but that shit was hilarious, man. But shout out to Daylight, man. He just a cool nigga, man. I fuck with him, but that's definitely one of my favorite battles on the channel, definitely.
Okay, now talk to me about Aver versus Hollow the Dawn, the battle that shook the world up. Talk to me.
Yeah. Shit, actually, that was the first time that I came from behind. I had hired a cameraman for that. And if you look closely on the camera, I'm a nigga on crutches and shit. I had fucked up my leg, fucked up my ankle and shit. So I'm in the crowd and shit on crutches. But man, Verb did his thing in that battle, man. You know what I'm saying? I got him winning, but I must say, so I picked Hollow up. Give you a little story. I pick Hollow up. This when he's sipping the lean and shit back then. Soon as he get off the plane, he got a little knapsack and shit. Nigga got like got a little pint of lean and shit. Okay. He dropped the lean, the shit leaking through the backpack and shit. I'm like, damn, this Houston Queens nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this nigga really fuck with it. I'm talking about I go in the terminal and hey, with like a nigga with a sign like Hollow the Don. You know what I'm saying? This me. Oh, come with me. But he the lean and shit, the cough medicine leaking through the backpack and shit. This was stand up niggas was leaning though. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm like, damn, he really on that. But boom, I take him to Jack in the Box, real rap. Yeah. He like, man, damn, I want you. Damn, he like, I'm so glad you got me this. We don't got this where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? They got it in Houston, but they don't got it where I'm from. I really appreciate you. Yeah. Boom. I take him through the hood. I take him through a couple of my blocks. At this time, I'm fucked up. I'm out here making, you know what I mean? I'm taking him through shit. He has no idea what type of situation. But so I take him through the block, and this nigga, shout to Hollow, man. This nigga's crazy. This nigga's like Rain Man, my nigga. Taking him through the hood. This nigga listening to everything. I'm talking to other people about it. The music that's popping, and when that nigga got in the ring, this is the same day he brought all of that shit up.
That's fire.
No, so he brought all of that shit
you observed. Okay.
He brought all of it up. He brought all of it up, bro. So when he said, "Who's gonna take me to the west side of Pagedale?" You know what I'm saying? Young True, Taylor Made, all that shit. That nigga is just, I'm taking him through areas, and he just kind of like sponging it all up. Yeah, he's sponging it all up. So that was a great battle. Verb did some incredible shit in that battle. It was just a 2-round battle, though. You know what I mean? So that was always in the comments they was killing us on that. Like, what the fuck is the 3rd round? But it was only I guess Hollow and Rich was like, nigga, this all y'all paid for. Nigga, I ain't give us no. You know, I want to battle Verb, but I want to get a nigga 3 rounds worth of material. I get a nigga 2. So that's
okay. So that was pre-agreed to then. So
hell
yeah.
He
didn't like forget his 3rd or something.
Nah, hell no.
Okay. Talk to me about Young Ill versus Young Holla, who we've grown to know as Hitman Holla.
That's probably the biggest matchup that ever went down in them early stages. Her locally. Ill was just a different nigga in that battle, man. Like I told you, Ill was the #1 nigga, bro. You got to understand. Hitman got athlete swag and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cornrows and V-neck shirts and shit. And, you know,
bad bitches, nice cars. He doing it all.
Ill gonna come in that motherfucker, dapper. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come in that motherfucker. Ill had the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like he had hoes. Boy, he had women pulling up to the battles at an early stage. But
damn,
Young Ill was just a different nigga in that battle, bro. He was doing scenarios. Nigga had bars, name flips. Oh man, that nigga did it all in that battle. So he definitely edged him, man, in that battle for sure. So
yeah,
like I said, Ill was the number one nigga for so long, bro. For so long.
Okay. What do you know why Young Ill stopped battling?
I think after that, it's just my personal opinion.
Of course.
But I think kind of like after that old Red situation on King Juice League and shit, I think I don't know if his love for it was ever the same again. You know what I mean? I don't think that it was. I just don't think that it was there. And you know, he's came back. Shit, he came back for me. You know what I mean? He came back, battle Briz, which was an incredible battle as well. Shit, the RBE card, Max out 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and then he did Full Circle as well. Yep.
Yeah, come on, like so he, you know, he's trying, but I just don't think that his love. I don't think his love for battle rap is just like he ain't got time to be arguing and shit with niggas. Yeah, that's how I feel. When you out here with battle rap, it's like you got to damn near defend yourself on all social media channels at all times. Yeah, you got to defend your spot. You got to defend your, you know what I'm saying? Your place in battle rap, your place in the culture. And I don't think Young Ill got the time for that. So
understood.
Really happened.
Could we see Young Ill battle again? Do you think? If the price is right?
Hell yeah. Listen, one of these fucking Razor Ramon, he passed, didn't he?
Yeah.
But you remember when that nigga came back, though, and the nigga, I'm like, damn, this nigga just got to be Scott Hall, right? And I'm not even a super wrestling fan like that.
Me neither, but I know what you're talking about.
And that nigga came back. That nigga was like, I'm looking at this nigga like, man, that's not fucking Razor Ramon, though. You know what I'm saying? So, but he probably did it for a bag. And so, damn right, a nigga get the right bag. You think a nigga throw 10,000 in that nigga face? That nigga not gonna
jump up and handle it.
Goddamn right.
Well, okay,
right.
Okay. So everyone's had their careers. Everybody's done their thing. They've all established their legacy. I need you to rank the top 5 all-time St. Louis battle rappers. All time.
We the fans, right?
Let's talk about it.
Hitman has enough light on him. Verb has enough light on him. Oops has enough light on him. B Magic has enough light on him. Young Ill has enough light on him. I want to take my time and shed light when I say other battlers on other MCs who never really got to get that shine like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
That's what I really want to do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. In no order though. I just know these 5 MCs was fucking groundbreaking MCs when it came to StreetStatus in the city of St. Louis. And I'm gonna go with SK. SK was one of the coldest niggas, man, to ever. It's like niggas couldn't get to URL, you know what I'm saying? But the moment that and it goes back to that separation. We the fans, it goes back to that separation that their era wasn't fucking with their era. You know what I'm saying? So the connection, the URL was never really established. And then at that same time, like Norbs was like fading out because Norbs knew about all these niggas I'm finna name too. So Norbs was kind of fading out. So the only nigga that kind of like got through there was like a B Magic, you know what I'm saying? But it was like 10 other niggas that could have made it happen too. I'm gonna go SK. I'm gonna go Trey Pounds, but Trey Pounds is from Carbondale, Illinois, but you wouldn't know it because every time he came to St. Louis, he made his way, and he had 30 to 40 niggas from his town with him at all times, bro. When I say he was the definition of worth his money. He got 30 to 40 niggas paying $20 to $30 every time he come to the city. And he always used to put on. He's the biggest thing in battle rap to ever touch Carbondale. So and we got SK, we got Trey Pounds. I'm gonna go T-Dub-O. Just never really got to squeak through the cracks. But lyrically, he probably the most lyrical out of the whole St. Louis, everybody. You know what I'm saying? When you really talking about loaded Lux type of lyrical miracle ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But it all means something. So I'm gonna go T-Dub-O. So I got SK, Trey Pounds, T-Dub-O. I'm gonna go Guns. Only thing that kept him from really making it was nigga kept going to the penitentiary. You feel what I'm saying? Like he did like 3 stints in jail the entire time. Now he's out now, and he like, oh man, I ain't got. They done beat my dog down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he like fuck that shit. And then the fifth nigga, I have to say MVP, bro, because MVP did something from the city that nobody else did outside of Verb and Hitman and B Magic. And that was Make a Summer Madness, bro. The biggest event in battle rap history that nigga MVP opened up. So I have to, those my 5 guys. And there's plenty other niggas that I can name, but right now, those 5 is who I'm gonna go with because I just want to shed some light on their career for sure.
I respect that so much. And MVP, man, and I remember MVP versus Slade. MVP was one of them. He was next up. I loved MVP. So salute to MVP. And the 2-on-2 with KD, MVP was wild. Okay. Looking back, you were around when battle rap was the golden age, right?
For sure.
Thinking about that time and thinking about the time we in now, what age are we in? If that was the golden age, what age are we in now? And what do you think about the age we're in now?
Man, I don't know what age this is. This shit hurts. This shit wild right now. It's really no true ranking. If URL don't make the match, somebody gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And then you got top tier niggas that really don't care about their brand. They going down. Respect to all leagues, because I'm one of the leagues that niggas has came down to, but I always made it a worthy matchup. I was never gonna put you up against somebody that I didn't think, or just to make an event happen. I think a lot of just matches just so an event can, we call those card fillers. My bad. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of card filling going on with no true structure behind the matches, because it's never been a true ranking, but it always was like a ranking that was never like unofficial ranking. It used to be like that, like, oh, that nigga is the top nigga, and now you have a lot of just crossing, this nigga coming to get a check, this nigga not, and then a lot of niggas is running off. A lot of niggas start fucking the game up, and a lot of niggas start running off with niggas' money. You know what I mean? So that kind of fucked the game up. And I don't know, a lot of niggas be saying that the caffeine era fucked the game up, and I just don't think that. I think the caffeine era was some of the best shit that happened to battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Niggas looking at it from how much niggas was getting, but everybody wasn't getting that money. It was plenty more mad niggas that was on those cards that was not getting those crazy, ridiculous bags. And when you're averaging out, it's not as much as y'all really think. But caffeine had structure, bro. They moved in a timely manner. All of those events was over in like 3 to 4 hours. Shit over with. And then they brought more fans in because it was free. It was a free platform. You know what I'm saying? So it shed a lot on MCs. But the golden era, I'm gonna go back to we the fans. The golden era. The difference was a nigga could become a star overnight. You just don't have that anymore. A nigga get a YouTube drop, a nigga get a PG drop, or on a URL channel back in the days when them niggas kind of put it behind the paywall, it never allowed them niggas to really the world to see. And we see that now with like Breakfast Club being on Netflix and shit. You know what I'm saying? They've been on YouTube for so long that they real core fan base is in the comments, subscribe to the channel. Damn. But when you put it behind a paywall, you ain't gonna get the traction like you once got. And once niggas put the shit behind the paywall, get your money. But they should have been doing some exhibition shit. Like the exhibition shit should have been on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then once a nigga become a star, he got his fan base. Now go behind his paywall and you got to pay for this. You know what I'm saying? But niggas don't be stars overnight no more, bro. And that's kind of like fuck the game up. A lot of niggas got talent and shit, but niggas not getting no big stage shots. Like them niggas used to be rapping in front of 500 motherfuckers, bro. These niggas is on the floor rapping in front of 70 and 80 people, bro. It's not gonna give us the crowd reactions and all of that shit that we love. Like when a nigga on the stage, niggas can't interrupt them with them little talking and shit. Cause guess what? Niggas can't even hear that shit. When you on the same level and platform as them niggas, you see a nigga running back 1,000,000 times in a battle because them niggas is right on the floor. The audience is right on the floor with them. So no big stage battles as well. But and another thing, this social media shit kind of fucking it up too.
Damn.
We once wondered what type of person Sue Surf was. We wondered what type of person Hitman was. You know what I'm saying? Well, now we can just tune in
and see,
keep seeing what type of people they are. You know what I mean? And
too accessible,
bro. Too accessible. Like that's really what it is, bro. It's too accessible. The MCs are too accessible, and that's kind of like fucking the game up too. So, but shit, I can go on. We can have a whole. If you ever in St. Louis, bro, I'm dropping pods. That's what I'm doing now. I'm laying off battle rap, bro. I'm not lying because battle rap is just sending niggas in the red. And another thing is, I'm making niggas careers, and niggas don't even really give a fuck for real. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't. When I say they don't even give a fuck about their own career, they don't even give a fuck about the effort that a nigga is putting into these events, the money that they putting behind this shit. So me now, I'm focusing on myself as a brand, bro. You can call it a rebrand. I'm showing more of myself. I'm a mad funny nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy funny. You know what I'm saying? I know my facts. I got personality. You know what I mean? And I got the tools to make it work. And so I'm on some shit like that. So y'all probably see me on Twitter and shit, keep dropping my reels and shit like that. But I'm going crazy on Facebook and shit. I got a real industry standard podcast and shit that I got.
I love that. I love that. Oh, you deserve that. You deserve that because
I appreciate it. If you in the city, bro, get your ass on a pod. We can talk about this shit all day. You know what I'm saying? I get a couple of worthy motherfuckers, but it's
we had that conversation.
Real deal set up, some Joe and Jada type shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as the production, and I could talk about that shit all day with you, bro. Real talk.
I really appreciate the time that you took to do this. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for your contribution to the culture. Everyone that speaks of you speaks highly with nothing but respect for you. My door is always open. I salute you. I support whatever you got going on. Thank you, O. You don't understand what you could help contribute to this culture. Shifted the game.
I appreciate
it. The game. You understand? Like without what you did, battle rap looks completely different. So know that while we celebrate Smack and RBE and KOTD, Organic, ARP, all these people, we can never forget Street Status O.
Right, I appreciate it too. And before I go, I want to say a couple more leagues, man. Black Ice Cartel, man.
Boom.
Milltown Blow, Gracie and Guerrilla Warfare. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Which used to be Chicago Battlegrounds early on. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back there for Grind Time, Battle America. A lot of those leagues like that. I know Black Ice still do their thing though. So I mean, but I just want to give a shout out to them because they really like some fucking innovators and they definitely stamp the game, and the game wouldn't be the game if those guys wasn't out here as well. So yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro.
Big salute, Street Star O. The game owe you nothing but thank yous, and we gotta do a part 2. You know what I'm saying?
No problem, bro. No problem. Just let me know, man. Straight up.
All right. Well, God bless you. All right. Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro.